Hi, this is Stephanie, running the ConTessa Trail of Cthulhu Gumshoe demo. Today we have with us Jake, Keith, and Toby, who will be playing investigators in our marvelous Cthulhu adventure. Sorry, Lovecraft adventure. Who wants to play what for this adventure?
I would love to play the safecracker / amateur baseball player. That's awesome.
Okay. All right, that's Eugene Stafford.
Yeah.
I'll take the Yankee from Massachusetts.
Okay, the doctor.
Yeah, I'll take the good doctor.
That's Dr. Lansdale. Toby?
I will be. I'm sorry. Give me just a sec here.
Sure.
So someone is Eugene, and someone is Alan, correct?
True story.
Okay. I will be Amanda Jones.
All right. Sports journalist.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so in Roll20, you can go into the My Settings little gear icon on the right side of the screen and change your character's or your displayed name. And I think Jake's fallen out of the Roll20 link. You got the link though, right?
I don't think I got the link, or at least I couldn't find it.
I put it in
the Hangout chat.
Yeah,
Yes.
I put it in the. No, it's not in the Hangout. Put it in our little chat we were sharing before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Roger. I got it.
I just put it in a second time for you.
Yeah, I see it now. I thought that was the docs. Okay. There it is.
Start my screen share. All right, Jake, are you in yet? No.
I will be momentarily.
Okay, great. You should see an empty road.
Yeah, I see it.
Great.
Just this thing is running slowly. All right. Okay, yeah, go ahead. I'm catching up.
Okay. All right. Well, cool. We're going to say that Amanda is driving. It's her car. So why not? It's 1931. Sorry, I said it was the 20s. It's actually 1931. The Indianapolis Indians have just opened their new Perry Stadium on 16th Street, and the newly reformed Indianapolis ABCs are playing in the Negro National League. Traveling to Indianapolis cross-country from New York in a decent Ford Model A sedan, you are looking to take advantage of these exciting times. You took a slight detour in Ohio and to check out. That's funny. It's quite work as well without the author, but that's okay. You took a slight detour in Ohio, and you'd hope to make better time because you need to be in Indianapolis tonight. But so you've been forced to push on into the night, and now you're just south of Muncie. It is a moonless night. It is clear and cold, being March, and the stars are bright. Suddenly, there's a roadblock up ahead, and a police officer flags you down with a torch. That would be a flashlight in this case because it's 1931. And he kind of stops your car, and he comes over to the window, and he addresses Amanda and says, "Excuse me, ma'am, just step out of the car.
Oh, what
Need to
seems
speak
to
to
be
you."
the trouble, officer?
There's no trouble. I just need to speak to you for a moment.
Sir, with all due respect, I've traveled this country one side to the other. I don't step out of my vehicle unless I absolutely have to.
Ma'am, just get out of the car.
I'm going to roll up the window.
Butamus.
Okay.
We're just gonna sit in this car until they all go away.
Well, is there a roadblock or?
Yeah, there's a roadblock.
Oh,
he's
so
not-
so I
he's
I
not gonna
actually
clear
can't
it.
just push forward.
No.
Okay. Then all right.
Oops.
I'm gonna say, very well. Look at the gentleman in the car and say, just keep an eye out, please.
All right.
And
Don't
step
do
out.
it.
Okay, so you step out of the car, and the cop, you and the cop talk in the headlights. I mean, he's not like dragging you off into the darkness or anything. And Eugene and Alan, you guys are sitting there like, what the hell, right?
Right? Yeah.
And suddenly, a dark shadow just swoops down out of the darkness, and it's almost it almost looks like a bat, except it's way too huge. It's at least as big as the cop, and you see that just in a split second, the cop is down, and Amanda Jones is gone.
Oh, this is why I should have rolled up the window.
Yeah. Okay, well, I pile out of the car and try to look up at. I want to pile out of the car, grab the cop's flashlight, and shine it around, trying to see where the bat. I'm gonna call it a bat. When?
All right, you leap out of the car and rush over to the cop and grab his flashlight, which of course was thrown 10 feet away. And you kind of shine, and like you hear Amanda screaming, but it's getting fainter and fainter as you like, and you kind of see sort of a dark form up in the sky, and that's it.
Wow.
So I guess it would be bad form to just hop behind the wheel of the car and drive off, huh?
Just put it down to one of those things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad form. Okay. I don't
Why not?
happen,
I'm not driving it.
I don't happen to have a gun, do I? By chance?
No, but the cop does.
Yeah. Is the cop okay?
Oh, you're gonna check him out?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's definitely not okay. So, first of all, Eugene, you need to roll stability.
Yeah, I can imagine. Okay.
Yeah.
How does this work? Like,
So again, you have general ability. I didn't go over how this game is played. Sorry, I've run 2 other demos. I know both of you have played in them, so I kind of skipped it over. But for those playing along at home, and there are investigative abilities. So that's the academic, interpersonal, and technical abilities. And then this is on your character sheet. And then there's general abilities. Stability is a general ability, and it reflects how stable you can be. In this case, you have a stability of 8, and you, I believe, you spend your stability points to avoid taking sanity damage. So.
Okay. Okay. Did I just lose connection, or is it?
No, you're here.
No?
Okay. No, sorry. I just got really quiet there.
Sorry. No, just so you decide how many points you want to spend, and then you roll a d6, and hopefully you'll make it. Most difficulties are 4. I will not tell you how hard it is to avoid going a little nuts over this, but
Wow,
so,
that roll sucked.
That roll sucked. You got a really good look at the thing, and it is freakishly scary and enormous, and is carrying off a young woman. You lose a sanity point.
Okay.
So that's awesome. You have 8 of them, just so you know. And because you have seen the face of the monster, and it is terrifying. And then you go and look at Officer Hicks.
Yeah.
Given what you just saw,
hold on. Is that his name?
Yes.
Awesome.
Given that you just saw the face of this horrible monster, you do not need to roll a sanity or a stability check, because honestly, the condition that Hicks is in isn't surprising. His head is almost completely twisted around from his body. On the ground next to him is his notebook. You've already picked up his torch, and you could probably do some investigation on his body or his notebook if you wanted to take a little time. Amanda, by the way, is way gone at this point.
Damn it!
Okay,
I wanted to pick up the gun and shoot.
Yeah. Well,
by the time you got out of the car, she was gone.
Wow. Okay.
So with the one, like, I'm at 7 of 8 sanity. Does that have a mechanical effect, or like can you?
Not yet.
It like points where you can keep operating totally sane until you start gibbering madness?
You know, when you start dropping pretty low, you might want to start destabilizing a little bit. But you know, it's really just kind of, you've just seen something that cannot be, and it's shaking you.
Okay.
But
yeah,
you know,
I don't. If I remember right, you don't take any mechanical. There's no mechanical effects until you hit negative numbers. That's why it goes below 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you don't have to quite worry too much about that at this time.
Okay.
Just role-playing wise, you can.
Okay, well in that case, I'm going to. Yeah, I want to get back in the car and read the notebook with the flashlight.
Okay. Dr. Lansdale?
Well, my Hippocratic oath tells me I have to at least go take a look at my my new patient. But seeing his head twisted almost completely around, knowing that there's no hope for him, I'm going to pick up the gun first.
Okay.
And I am going to, well, discreetly rifle through his pockets. I mean, there's a reason there was a roadblock. I don't know why.
Okay.
Don't know if it has any bearing, but I want to do a little investigating.
Okay. Do you want to
see if there's a connection?
Do you want to spend any points on checking his body, or rifling through his pockets, or pilfering, or?
Is pilfering a skill? No.
Filch is a general skill, but I would allow a spend on it.
No, I'm not gonna spend anything.
Okay.
Because I don't have any points in Filch anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay. All right. So you kind of check him over, check his pockets. You as you're checking him over, and you do have the headlights for light. You feel something wet on his inside his jacket, and kind of opening it up, you see that he is apparently wounded, other than the neck.
It's a bat.
Yes.
Can I tell what the wound?
Yes, if you want to spend a point for medicine.
Yeah, we'll do that.
It's kind of a supplementary clue, so. Meanwhile, Amanda Jones, thank you for playing.
My pleasure.
I don't know if you want to stay on and watch the rest or not, but you have been carried off for horrible, horrible purposes by horrible, horrible monsters.
Welcome to Call of Cthulhu, everybody.
I will enjoy the descent into madness. Guys, enjoy the rest of the game.
Okay. All right, thanks. Thanks for playing.
Yep.
Okay, so Dr. Lansdale, you spend your point of medicine. You do a little bit more research on his body, and you do see that he has shotgun pellet wound on his side that appears to have been kind of lightly bandaged, like emergency. Like he had taken a handkerchief and kind of balled it up next to it and tucked it in and everything. The wound is fairly fresh. It was less than an hour ago.
Wow. Okay. But no evidence in the surrounding area that I can see in the headlights about any kind of scuffle or anything.
Nope.
Okay.
And his car is not here.
That is also interesting too.
Mm-hmm. Eugene, you're reading the notebook. Do you have cop talk?
I
do. Awesome. You see that there was a 1067, which is strange noises and a 1091B, screams, coming from a nearby farm. And there's a note that says possible prowler 1070. These are the codes. And there's a note that says, Mrs. Dickley, only phone, not cooperative. Apparently, the Dickleys are the ones who called it in. And the at the top of the page is Crane Farmstead.
Okay. But is there any indication why he was running a roadblock or where his car was or...
No, but across the field you can see lights from a farmhouse.
Okay.
It might be worthwhile if we go check out that farmhouse.
Yeah.
That might be...
They might have a phone.
That could be what, the Dickleys or the other person?
Okay, could be.
What's the field?
It's like an open field. It's Indiana.
So corn?
It was corn.
Yeah, it was corn earlier this season.
Okay.
Or later this season, whatever.
Is there evidence of a road to the house? So we don't have to go walking through a field. We could drive the car.
Yeah.
There's probably a road somewhere. Yeah. It might take you a little while, but to find it, and Amanda Jones is being carried off to be tormented by monsters.
I jump into Amanda Jones's still warm spot at the wheel.
It still smells of her perfume.
Yeah, and I drive through the corn straight to the house.
Driving through the corn. All right, that's cool.
This is going to be painful.
This is going to be awesome. Do you have driving? You have driving.
I do.
You can drive. Go ahead and roll driving.
Okay.
Mostly because, there's corn stalks that you're driving through.
The little furrow rows.
Yep. Nice. Okay, so you just barrel through the corn, and you pull up to the farm. Actually, as you're coming up on the farmhouse, you see a police car kind of parked off to the side, and both doors are open in the police car.
Huh. So there must have been another cop.
Yes.
That's okay.
Do you want to check it out?
Well, I actually wail on the horn for a bit. I assume cars.
Okay.
Car horns.
Yep.
Well, if you bring
Okay,
this,
so
if you bring this jalopy to a stop, I'll hop out and I want to go look in that police car.
Yeah, I want to see if I
Okay.
can get if anybody in the house or nearby.
All right, so you alert any monsters in the area of where you are, exactly, so that's good. And
Another reason why I want to get the hell out of the car.
and then you stop the car. Alan hops out, and you said you're gonna check the car.
I want to take a look at the police car. Maybe there's somebody, the other cops there injured. I can help. I don't know.
Okay. Well, the other cop is in there, but he is definitely not. Well, he's beyond injured at this point.
Understood.
His troubles are past him. He is lying slumped across the front seat,
Okay.
and his chest has a large shotgun wound. His
Well,
service gun revolver is on the floor of the car.
It's all happening like that old gypsy woman said.
Right. In accordance with prophecy.
I'm gonna grab his service revolver as well.
Okay, so you have
Bang, bang, bang. No, is looking at as quickly as possible, knowing that who knows, somebody could be behind me going to shoot me in a minute. Is there any evidence of, I'd say foul play, but that's already evident. Signs of people coming and going besides the cops, maybe bird wing tracks on the ground. I don't know.
Well, actually, no, but the farmhouse is just ahead, and Eugene, were you still heading up towards the farmhouse?
Well, I stopped to let Alan out.
To let him out, okay.
Yeah. And then if nobody's responding to the horn going off, I'm going to with the torch in one hand, very carefully scanning the side, and my trusty Louisville Slugger in the other. I'm going to get out and rush over to where the gun-toting doctor is.
Okay, great. Keep in mind you are a catcher, so not sure how great you are with that.
Yeah,
with
you're
that
not so
baseball.
good with the bat.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Too average. Nothing.
But
and watch out for your left knee. Remember, you got a little bursitis in your left knee.
As you come up to the cop car, you like a breeze kind of hits you coming across past the farmhouse, and you smell the stench of rotting flesh.
Okay. I suppose, yeah. They must have a telephone. We can call this in, and then it becomes somebody else's problem. But one way or the other, I'm not going back upstate for this.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
Yeah.
Do I smell said rotting flesh as well?
Once you get out of the car and away from the dead body of the cop, yeah, you can sort of like that you kind of pick it up on the breeze as well.
First, I'm gonna vomit, even though I'm used to the smell. I'm gonna vomit.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my handkerchief, clean my face up, and I'm gonna confidently walk towards the farmhouse, whether the catcher's coming with me or not.
Hey, I'm from Queens. The smell of dead things is not bothering me once or the other.
Yeah, this is like, so like behind Vinny's butcher shop, okay.
Right. See, in Western Mass, we don't. This just doesn't happen. So it's, and me and my medical background and my Hippocratic oath. I gotta check these things out. Maybe somebody needs my services.
That's true. So, okay, so you guys come up to the farmhouse, and
I keep the
yard
pointed straight at. Like, I walk behind Alan with the flashlight pointed straight at him. So if anything swoops down, he's nicely illuminated.
Right, and also so that and his shadow casts a nice long, scary-looking shadow ahead. So
I could turn around and shoot you in the face, but I won't.
And you come up to the house, and you see that the yard is covered with the blood and flesh of numerous animals. Everyone needs to make a stability check.
Okay.
And there's like parts of them have like human bite marks. Some pieces have been like nailed to the nearby barn. There's a strange symbol that's been inscribed on the barn. Oh yeah, it's just horrendous.
Can we spend sanity points?
No, you spend stability points.
That's right. All right.
On this roll.
All right, I'm spending 2.
Eugene spent 2. That was.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your 8.
Alan spent 2, so I'm down to 6.
All right. So as horrific as this site is, it pales in comparison to the dead cop and the. No, it doesn't. It doesn't shake you as much. Does anybody have a cult? And would you like to learn things about this occultish thing? You do not have a cult. Never mind. The occult writer is not here, so.
Yeah, I don't have a cult.
That's cool. That's fine. It looks scary, and there's weird symbols like carved into the barn, and yeah, it's there. Yeah. Do you guys go into the farmhouse?
I'm kind of compelled. I mean, it's a horrific scene.
It's Trail of Cthulhu.
Yeah, and being a doctor, if somebody needs aid, I've got to look for it. So, now that's a really scary looking farmhouse. Maybe I want to reconsider.
Right.
I think I might want to reconsider now that you turn the music on. Oh!
For our YouTube watchers, there's a jukebox feature in Roll20 that I'm using. I know it can't be heard on the YouTube video, but so scary music. Okay, so you enter the farmhouse, and you see that there's this. Clearly, if there was a place where there were strange screams coming from at night, this would be it. There's like writing on the walls. Some of them are in English, most of them are not, and who knows what language they're in. There's papers scattered everywhere. There's body parts from like animals and possibly indescribable things kind of placed in around, almost like shrine-like. It's disgusting. Yeah, gross. Like super super gross.
Right.
Dr. Lansdale, you see that, kind of in a quick kind of glance around, you see that all of this it looks very deliberate, even though things are a little bit chaotic. But the placement of parts and everything, it's not like like you had a professor that the specimen jars had to be in a very specific order. It's a little bit like
a case of OCD. Got it.
Yeah.
Man, I really wish I had a cult. That would make life easy.
Yeah.
And Eugene, you see that there's a drawing on the wall.
Okay.
Which I don't have, but that's okay. And it looks like some kind of map. There's like a very basic sketch of the farmhouse and a road that leads, and you can actually identify it's like the back road, and it leads towards what appears to be some sort of quarry or site or something like that, and it's been marked with like the same symbol that was on the barn.
Okay. Okay. I look around. Is there any sign of? Well, first off, is there electricity in the house?
No. There's like a lamp.
Okay. Like an
oil
lamp?
lamp.
Yeah. Okay, but I still have the flashlight, right?
Yep.
Okay. Do I see any sign of a working telephone? He asked, with diminishing hope.
No, that would be in the Dickie's house. Not
Down the road? Yeah, okay.
yeah, down the road.
Right. Okay.
These would be the guys they were calling about.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, looking over my character sheet for any kind of investigate. So I want to before we go wandering off down the road, I want to examine the house just to see if I can find anything else of use. I pick up the I make a mental note of where the lamp is because I suppose I can't carry that and my trusty Louisville Slugger at the same time. But is there anything else of interest in the house? Like,
Okay. So you're going to take a little bit of time.
Yeah, I mean, I've got no particular desire to go running off to the thing marked.
Okay.
Hope ye who enter here.
All right. So you start kind of checking things out, doing some reading looking through the books. They're definitely they're occult. They're very, very weird. They're you would need points in Cthulhu mythos, which of course, why would you have that?
Right.
And there's a mixture of English and Arabic, and I do see that both of you have points in languages.
Yes.
And I have
So
a point in anthropology too.
and a point in anthropology. We'll take it. So pouring through those, you guys see that one of the sheets seems to have been some sort of like summoning poem about ancestors, but it seems to have been mistranslated.
Wow, that could be a problem.
Okay,
Well,
what's
it
the?
currently was.
Can we figure out what the correct translation would have been?
You could, yeah. I would probably call for a stability check on that, though, for reasons that I'm not going to explain.
Okay.
Like you start doing it, and you're and like just that little part in the back of your head that that remembers Sunday school says you should not mess with this. But of course, you're in way over your head at this point. So
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So let me get. So if I understand, in summary, we came into the farmhouse. There were signs of some kind of ritual-ish thing that happened, and then we found documents translating from Arabic something about a summoning your ancestors, but it looks like it was mistranslated.
Right.
Okay. And we have a map leading down a back road away from the farm to another location.
Yes.
Okay. None of this is good. I was hoping if I said it out loud, I would pick up on the bit that was good. Okay. And there's nothing else of interest around the house?
Nothing that you can really adequately understand.
Okay.
Keeping in mind, no occult, no mythos,
Right.
which nobody ever starts a Trail of Cthulhu game with mythos.
No, because you got to get exposed to this stuff first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and you don't get mythos knowledge. You have to survive a game of Trail of Cthulhu to, yeah.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we go down that road and see if we can put this mystery to bed.
And
Yeah,
possibly recover Amanda Jones. I mean,
Well, that would be the ideal goal. I mean,
This is why I turned down that scholarship to Miskatonic. Okay.
so let's go. Come on, let's go down the road. Me or Alan and his two pistols.
Yeah. I followed Doc Holliday out down the road.
Yeah, that's right. Call me Doc Holliday.
Okay, and Eugene with your Louisville Slugger.
Yeah.
All right.
I also grabbed the lamp with me, just
Okay, so you have some light.
in case the batteries in the flashlight die.
Are you gonna drive?
How far?
How
down the
far?
road-
What's the distance?
It's more than like 500 feet for sure.
Is there? Oh, by the way, there's no sign of that shotgun, is there?
No.
Right.
Why don't we take the car and then we can leave the headlights on the car?
Good idea.
Okay.
So that is what
All right.
we're
So,
doing.
and you can take the lamp as well. Just
Yeah.
So you have the lamp, you have the car, and you head down to towards the quarry. And all right.
The music keeps getting spookier and spookier for those listening at
Doesn't
home.
it? It's awesome.
Our demise
right.
is imminent.
So as you arrive at the old quarry, you see that long strips of copper wire radiate out from the center to the rim of the quarry, channeling whatever power Crane is using. There's unearthly energies kind of swirling up into the night sky. And that's not interesting, so we're just going to move on. And as you're arriving, driving. Who's driving, by the way?
I guess I am.
Okay. Hold on. Book. Sorry. Okay. Need page 144. All right. Creatures. There we go. All right. It's having a game stat for him would be too easy. All right. So as you're as you're coming out, you like hear the sound of like just this. Just as the car is struck by the whatever the hell it is.
Bat. It's a bat.
It's a giant bat.
Lovely.
And he's going to spend 3 on that.
In Indiana, they call it.
And it rips the door right off of the driver's side.
Whoa! Hey.
Hey! Yay!
Not good.
So Eugene was driving. Is that right?
Yes, Eugene was driving.
Awesome. Yes. So you're now exposed to the whatever. What are you gonna do?
Oh well, no. You understand? I reach over, grab the bat. It's not that I'm exposed to it. It's exposed to me.
Oh, it's exposed to you. Who's gonna drive while you're in fisticuffs with the?
Well, is it on the roof or is it?
It swooped down, ripped the door off, and flew off. Probably going to come back for another pass.
Did you drop the door?
You hear it clunk about 50 feet out.
Would you stop this jalopy?
Yeah. Okay. I stop it so that Doc Holliday can get out, and I dive out of the car.
And you dive out of the car?
Yeah, I dive out of the car, and I go running over to where I dropped the door.
Okay, so you like dash over towards the door.
Yes.
And you still have the torch, right?
Yes.
The flashlight. Okay.
Yeah.
And Alan, what are you gonna do?
Alan's. I'm hopping out of the jalopy, scanning up the night sky. Looking left, looking right. I mean, looking everywhere to see if I can see this thing. If it's making another pass, and if it is, I am going to unload some lead into it.
Okay. It makes the second pass. This time swooping down. I'm gonna say you've got the torch, so it can see you best, Eugene. It's swooping for you.
Okay. So I'm gonna drop the torch at my feet. Grab my bat, take a stance, judge it, and just as it comes at me, I'm gonna actually no, just before it hits me, I'm gonna point out at the outfield, and then
like you're making a okay.
It's like Babe Ruth.
I'm
yeah.
so dreams on its ass.
All right. So before that happens, Alan's gonna get his shot off because you definitely want him to fire before it gets
He
to
can
you.
fire as much and as often as he wants.
Yeah, right. So, Alan,
Okay. So
you've got sort of a clear shot. It is
Okay.
dark, so it's gonna be pretty hard to hit.
All right. Well, I got a 4 in firearms, so I can spend those points. It's got a sub note here. In a pulp game, if your rating's 5, you can fire 2 pistols. Since I don't have a 5, I can only fire 1 pistol at a time then.
Right.
So if this is like the other Gumshoe games, I can spend some of those 4 points to increase my odds of hitting, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. I'm going to
And
spend...
you're going to want to. You're definitely going to want to because it is very hard to hit with its flying in darkness.
I am going to... Crap, you're not going to tell me the target number either.
No, but it's higher than 4.
Yeah, roger that. I'm gonna load all my points into it. The 4 points, knowing that this may be a life or death shot.
This might be the only shot you get.
Yeah. So, all right, here we go. How about a 9?
9 will hit it. Way to
Right
go.
on.
With her not.
I got 0 points left now. I can't boost my number up. All right. I don't
that's
know
true.
what damage is.
So it's a D6 plus 1 because it's a gun.
The crappy pistol.
It's a crappy pistol.
7 points. How about
Nice.
that? Max points.
Oh my God! All right, so
I love it.
Eugene,
Yeah.
as you're gearing up to hit, you point and everything, and just as it's swooping down towards you, Alan gets a clean shot off, and it goes bang, and the thing kind of jerks in the air, but it still has momentum, so it's still coming at you.
I just pitched it to you. How's that? Now you need to pick it
exactly.
up.
Right? He sets it up, I knock it down.
So go ahead and roll. This is going to be scuffling.
Scuffling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't see a baseball skill on your character sheet, so we're going to go with
I don't think it
scuffling.
Oh, there's
exists.
athletics too, and there's weapons.
Oh yeah, you could use athletics for this. I would allow that. Yeah.
You can use weapons too, since you're. I mean,
Actually, at baseball is what I know. Athletics is what I got the points in.
there you go.
You can totally use athletics.
Oh yeah.
All right. You just bang, and keep in mind you're hitting something that is the size of the enforcer for the Carmine family, but but you hit it good, and it like is thrown back, easily 50, 60 feet, and it lays in the ground.
Oh, I go rushing over to it and I show it what we do to like giant bat-like creatures in Queens.
Okay, well, it doesn't move.
I don't care if it's moving or not. I keep stomping on its face until I'm sure it's not going to be.
You keep stomping on it, and you hear in the center of the quarry, you actually hear Amanda screaming.
Oh, hey, I thought, yeah.
Do I hear it too?
Yep.
I love how you asked that. Is he just gone crazy, or is it?
Yeah.
You all hear it. Yep, you both hear it. Just pretty much just as you run over to the night gaunt to bash it even further, and it's dead. That's like
Yeah.
Alan one-shotted it. But yeah, you guys hear Amanda scream in the center of the.
Old Doc Holliday is going to go running into the quarry with his pistols in hand.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right,
I follow
it's
the person who can bullseye a night gaunt. Yeah.
All right. So, Alan, you need to make an athletics check to get into the quarry quickly.
All right, let's see what I have. I have nothing in athletics, so I am hosed.
Roll well.
What a 1! I fall down.
You like slip and start rolling down the quarry, and
Can I
you're
grab him
like
at the
taking.
end? and pull him back?
Oh
Go and
no!
roll athletics to see how well you're doing on getting down there.
Me? Or
Yeah.
okay, hold on.
Alan sucks at athletics.
Okay, well, you are able to kind of skitter down. Alan, you only take 1 point of damage, it's health
Okay.
damage, as you tumble down.
Right. Okay. What did I start at
Now,
health?
your starting health looks like you started with 8.
Okay. Cool. So I'm at 7. Good deal.
All right, so you see that there's this like mad farmer guy. He's like got overalls and everything, and he's apparently doing some horrible ritual that involves Amanda Jones. She's like wreathed in like this electrical energy that is coursing towards her from along these copper wires. What are you guys gonna do? You cannot get close enough to stop this probably before it finishes.
Is there a generator around somewhere?
No.
Okay,
Can
so
I shoot him?
The generator might be the ritual.
uh,
Damn it, not having a cult.
Alan really wants to. He's gonna fire another shot with his pistol. I mean, of course, he's gonna aim at this crazy lunatic in his coveralls, but maybe just the sound, the threat and the sound of the gunshot will, I don't know, break his concentration.
Okay.
While he's firing, I'm gonna run at the guy full tilt.
All right.
Do I have any bonuses?
You're just trying to intimidate, right?
Yeah. Am I
No,
using?
shoot him.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
I'm using the gun, so is it firearms?
Sure. Yeah, it's firearms.
Well, I don't have any points in it left anyway, so never mind.
Right. So just roll it.
Jeez.
1. Pew.
Pew pew pew.
Okay. So
But I was looking for the distraction effect more than the actual.
Right. Eugene, roll athletics to not get shot by friendly fire.
Oh, is it plus? Okay.
Oh.
Turns out you don't actually know how the pistols work. You only fired 1 shot, and it was a lucky shot.
Right.
Right. I'm a doctor. I'm not used to killing things.
It's the shot that mattered. Okay, you actually get winged on damn it, your catching arm.
I can fix that.
My bad.
You better hope so. Okay, so you keep, but you're running for.
Yeah.
There is. Well, you know what? You are an athlete. You are a quasi-professional athlete. I will let you roll athletics to try to get there in time.
Okay.
Oh, don't screw this up.
I've got 4 athletics left. Jesus, a lot of 1s.
Okay, you are not gonna. You don't make it into time. So you pretty much running up towards this as the ritual ends. So you are right there. In fact, in perfect capability to witness this whole thing, which means you're going to have to make a stability check for sure. As Amanda Jones, like the electricity that's surrounding her, just flares out, and you see that Amanda kind of turns towards you, and she grabs the farmer Crane, and just like the electricity just courses into him, and he just crumples to the ground. Yes.
I knew it. She was behind it the whole time.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, awesome. What are you guys gonna do?
Um,
Um.
You're running towards Amanda. Are you going to keep running towards her?
No, I sort of skid to a stop and
Okay.
look around uncertainly.
Okay.
yeah, I don't know what to make of the situation. So Farmer Brown is dead, or on the ground. She's electrified.
Right.
Is that the deal?
Yeah, like her hair is like kind of blown out, and like she crackles with energy.
Too bad I don't have a pail of water. I could, make it even more fun for her.
Oh, wait! I've got an idea. Those copper wires that they were using to the
Yes.
as part of the ritual. Are
Yes.
they still attached to her?
They were leading in towards the center. They're still crackled with energy though.
They're
I'm
still
not
cracked?
grabbing them.
Okay, can I
Hmm?
take? I've got literally 1 point in electrical repair.
Okay.
Can I find something nearby, which is like a metal pole or something, and touch it to one of those rods and jam it into the earth and try to ground her?
You can try.
I can't think of anything else to be doing right now. So
Sure.
when in doubt,
Why not?
electrical repair.
I could try to
Maybe
shoot
those
her.
matchboxes would come in handy.
Okay. All right. So, Alan, you want to shoot her, and Eugene, you want to try to ground her. Go ahead and spend your points and roll it. We'll finish up here in 2 minutes.
Ah.
You're doing so well.
Yeah.
So as we fade into the sunset, I'm gonna fire one last shot.
Okay.
That didn't matter.
Wildly awesome.
I suck.
Okay, Eugene, roll athletics again. I want to see if you don't get hit by Alan's gunfire.
At this point, I'm not sure.
I'm envisioning him behind you, like trying to fire at her. So
At this point, I think being shot by Alan would be the cleaner of the deaths.
it might be.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right,
but now
so this is probably why you failed at grounding her, because you were avoiding.
You were dodging my bullets.
Yeah, you were dodging the bullet. But so when you grab the pole and you or the metal pole and you like try to lever the copper wire, ethereal electrical energy courses up the metal pole and electrocutes you for 3 points of damage of health, and you're like thrown free, and also your mind is opened to like all of the universe's cold, uncaring reality for just a moment, and you permanently lose a sanity point, which is fine, because
I won't have anything left for very much longer, anyways.
Right.
No, you won't, because Amanda comes over and she grabs you to finish the job of this ethereal electrocution. So yeah, she just scorches you, and you're like, your last moments on Earth are painful and but open to the universe. So there is that.
Something to be said
Dr.
for that.
Lansdale.
Yes.
Dr. Lansdale, as soon as she has discharged all of this energy into Eugene, almost certainly killing him, she falls to the ground, just muttering in some unknown language, and pretty much catatonic. Thus we end our Trail of Cthulhu game.
See, I might be dead, but you have to explain this to the cops.
No, I'm
That's
just gonna
right.
shoot her and then shoot myself.
Who are dead.
Right. That was cool. I enjoyed it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys for playing.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. I'm going to stop the YouTube broadcast. This has been Trail of Cthulhu and the ConTessa game night, or game weekend.